so I had to pick up some nail polish.
We are good.
Whatever. So,
all right, just waiting for us to show up live.
There we go.
There we go. We're on.
that's what I picked for me. Because I had that one up. That was the night that Laura followed you up. Yeah.
Jennifer, we're live, so.
Sorry. Okay.
You might want to mute.
Sorry.
So we've got other people who are going to come join us soon, and so anyway, hello, Intuition of the Soul, welcome. Our friend Amy is not going to be with us tonight. She is under the weather, and her family is not feeling very well either. So let's just take a moment and send her some healing. And I'm gonna miss Scooter Baxter because she's my we're wing people for each other. So but I am so happy Daphne of Healing Hands is here with us tonight. And I even made her the co-host. Talk about throwing somebody under the bus and said, hey, welcome. Can you be the co-host just in case internet cuts out or something happens? She said, I can keep going, don't worry. And we've got just about a minute. We've got 5 people online watching us. We've got, hi, Robin, welcome.
Kitty, thank you.
Robin's from Alaska.
Robin, I love your shirt. I was gonna wear the tie-dye, but I thought I better tone it down. Just saying.
Thank you.
Not for this group. And so we really want to welcome everybody. I'm going to ask my guests who are on if they would mute, obviously other than Daphne. And so anyway, Daphne, I ran this. So this all came about because I ran across a video clip of Daphne and went, this woman rocks. I think she's very interesting. So I called her up and said, hey, you interested in coming on and talking to our group? And I think we talked, for an hour and 10 minutes? I
think we talked for over an hour that day, yeah.
Yeah, and just, she's got a fascinating story that she's sharing with us, and she's going to talk about her work with Healing Hands. And so without further ado, I'm going to start with Daphne. Why don't you tell us your background, how you got into this? We love to hear people's stories because we have so many people out there who are just getting into things and they're not sure, and they, we all secretly hope there's a book with a path for us that we can just look it up and, step-by-step how to, and we all know it does not work that way.
Right.
So, and it's great to hear people's stories because it really gives us stuff to, hi Sabrina, gives us time to connect and find out about how different things are going. So welcome, and why don't you start and take it away?
Well, first off, thank you. I am so honored to be here. I'm grateful. Thank you so much. Like when you said, could you share your story? Hi, my name is Daphne. I'm gonna back the trolley up a whole bunch of years, because when I was 15, I was involved in a near fatal car accident, and I came back from a massive closed head brain injury. Now, with that, okay, telling you the whole story, they didn't think I was going to make it to the hospital, but I did. And then when I got there, they wanted to harvest my organs that night. But luckily, my dad said, no, she's not done. So they hooked me up to full life support. So I was on full life support for 2 weeks, and I was in a coma for 18 days. When they unplugged me from the full life support, they didn't think I was going to live, medically speaking. The doctors all said she's not going to live. But then when I did live, they said I was going to be a vegetable for the rest of my life. So I like to joke, for a turnip, I'm doing not too bad. But the really, truly fascinating thing about all of that is, I didn't learn this till after I did my healing, but when I was in my coma, I was actually on the other side And I was being bathed in the rainbow colors by the beloved Ascendant Masters of the Rainbow Council to unlearn all of my limiting beliefs that I had learned in my first 15 years of life, so that I could be programmed, so my DNA could be reprogrammed to come back here and do what I was supposed to do. And for years, they never told me. Because, like you said, everybody wants a book to know what's to do. For years, I never knew. I mean, I waffled and waffled and waffled, and I lived in pain for over 20 years until I found magnets, and how magnets help balance the polarities of my body. They stimulated my underactive organs and they sedated my overactive ones. So they brought everything into balance for me. I used to carry rocks, magnets in my pockets so that I could feel better. Right. And then I had a friend of mine actually I used to carry rocks and like, I'm not sure if you guys there on the page do this or not. Maybe somebody could type a message so that they could say, yes, I do this, but they carry satchels of rocks in their pockets.
Wait a minute, we can stop right there. Who doesn't carry rocks?
Right.
No.
Okay. So I was carrying rocks before carrying rocks was cool. Just saying, because I knew how much they helped me. Right. I found the healing with crystals.
Just so you know, this is what I'm pulling out of my purse as we're talking, you know.
Well, we're going to talk about some other crystals here in a little bit. Perfect. You know, but I found the healing with crystals therapy diploma, and I was carrying more and more rocks till I finally had the bags got so big I couldn't carry them anymore. And I had a friend give me a pair of magnet earrings. He said, Daphne, they'll balance your brain, because he knew I was coming back from a head injury, right? So it was cute because I wore them and I felt like $1 million. I did. I truly, truly, truly felt like $1 million. And I wanted to, I wanted more, but I couldn't find more. So I was like, I have crystals, I have magnets. What do I need to make earrings? So then I went to the local store here, Michael's, and I got the supplies I needed, and trial and error 101, I started making earrings. And then after I got about 40 pair of earrings, you know, different colors, sizes, crystal shapes, everything. My husband, God bless his soul, says to me, honey, why don't you show those to some of your friends? Maybe they'd like to buy them. And I kind of went, huh? Because I had no idea. So I did. And somebody said to me, you should make a card. And I mean, I was working at a bank at the time, right? I was a teller. And somebody says, you should make a card. And I'm like, what am I going to put on the card? So my husband, that's where he said Daphne's healing hands, because my hands are healing and my hands are making them, right? So that's what I went with. And then I went to the registry office and nobody had that business name. So, I mean, I should slow down how fast I talk but I just get so excited. But yeah, I started selling earrings, and then people said to me, you should make necklaces and bracelets to go with the earrings. You know, it's all been synchronistically how my life has come together. I mean, I started selling the jewelry. I mean, with all my necklaces, I make them with magnet connectors, so they don't break. Like if somebody catches on it, it doesn't actually break. It just comes apart, which I love, because I can create. I mean, my business name is Daphne's Healing Hands, and I mean, I have a Facebook page called Daphne's Healing Hands. I've also got a web page called daphneshealinghands.com. But yeah, so I started, you know, making jewelry and selling jewelry. And then I started going to markets and selling at markets, you know, just getting out there. I mean, I don't know if you guys have Body, Soul, and Spirit expos, or used to, where you live, Kitty?
Not that I am aware of. As a matter of fact, I'm in the process of organizing something in my area. So
perfect. Well, there's a big company that used to go around doing Body, Soul, and Spirit expos. And I was, the first big market I would ever went to was that one. And it was huge. It was, and I mean, I'm sure that some of the people watching will relate to this, but my inner child was so scared and so crying. My nose was running. I had no voice, yet I was the only person there selling crystal healing jewelry. I made $2,500 that weekend. So just selling my creations, like I thought, wow, this is awesome, right? So I started going to different markets and meeting people and doing things. And then while working in the bank, a lady came in holding one of these on her shoulder. And what this is it's a light therapy tool. It's a laser. But this one, can you hear the dog whining outside? I shut the door and the dog is whining outside the door. But this is, okay, I'm going to point it up at the camera just so you can feel it. This one is just violet light, which works on the deeper emotional and auric field. That's the unwind frequency. That's the frequency of the earth. Now this one has red, infrared, and violet light. I don't know if you know much about what lasers do, but I mean, I can talk about that more. But you see the difference in the colors and the vibration and the feel, because they have different frequencies, I guess you could say. But I mean, so I met the lady that had the lasers, and I got the lasers, or light therapy tools, from the guy that makes them in the States. And he was up here, and I did a lot of training through him for 2 years. And these tools are amazing. The different things that they can do to help with many different health conditions, let's just say. Okay. And then, and like I showed on the teaser video, and then I met the guy who makes the sacred geometry tools. Would you like me to keep going? This is a neutralization ring. And what this does is this detaches any hooks, cords, or energies that don't belong to you. Balances your chakras like that. Like when people stand over this, they usually sway back and forth because it's lining your chakras back up. It's really cool. I was actually working at an event and I had somebody stand over it, and the person was swaying back and forth so hard, I had to catch them and hold them. And then I told them, you know, I'll stand here as long as I need to. And I thought to myself, oh man, I might be here all night. But she actually it was only about 5 minutes, and then her body just stood her up, which was really cool. But then there's also the sun ring that goes along with the neutralization ring, because when you unwind and you take out all the stuff that doesn't need to be there, you want to fill it up with the good stuff too, right? Because you don't want to let the bad stuff back in. So you got to fill it up with the good stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, yeah. I mean,
So how did you move? I mean, you still do jewelry, but how did you move from this jewelry to finding these tools? What kind of led you to do, you know, other than at the bank one day?
That's seriously what it was. Seriously, I was working in the bank. The lady came into the bank. She had this on her shoulder, and I'm like, and I looked at her. I said, "What is that?" And she showed it to me, and then her and I were like new best friends. So I could find out as much information as I could about this. And then I went to the event with the guy who makes these things. So, and then I bought my own, and then I started doing research and doing different things. And then that's when I found the sacred geometry tools. And over the years, I mean, this is all over like a span of like over a decade, that I'm using all of these different tools for myself. Because let me just take a step back from my car accident. I mean, I was on full life support for 2 weeks and in a coma for 18 days. I had to learn how to walk, talk, feed myself, dress myself, everything again. And I thank God it happened when it did, because I was 15 years old and I was in the best possible shape that I could have been in ever at that time. And I believe that's part of the reason why I came back so good.
Do you that is what like made you open to the like did some it's very interesting because we often talk about how we're led, and you know, telling the story of going into a bank and you see something and you pay attention to it.
I was working in the bank. I was working in the bank, and that lady that had this on her shoulder, came to my stand. And that's how that started. And then I found out how to use this tool along with the crystal therapy, along with the cold laser therapy, along with the sacred geometry tools, and how they all work together so very well. And then I had a friend, I was treating dogs, world agility dogs, with the cold laser and the sacred geometry tools to keep them in tip-top shape. And my friend had a dog, or my friend here in Edmonton had a friend in Europe that had a dog that had back surgery that wasn't doing very well. Like, it wasn't walking, wasn't recovering very well. And she asked me, she says, do you think your distance therapy stuff that you do could help this dog? And I said, I don't know, let's try. Give me a picture. So I got a picture of the dog, and then I put it, and I'll show you what all this stuff is here. This is my distance therapy station. But, and I'll explain all that. But I treated the dog for a week, and it was running around like a puppy after a week's worth of sessions. So over the years, I've helped many different people, many different animals heal through the power of healing intent and using my intuition and the different frequencies of the laser to help them get through what they needed to get through. Do you have any,
Wow.
do you have any questions?
Well, I have some people online, they felt when you did the thing, they felt that, I'm not sure, Sue, if you could let us know what you're talking about, the light you felt in the heart chakra, or when she had the sacred geometry. I'm just finding it all fascinating how it unwound.
It all works together. Well, and let me show you. I also have crystal healing pendulums. This one came from my grandmother when I was young. And then this one came from a friend of mine. And I use these when I'm doing healing sessions on people as well. And depending on what hand I hold it in, see how it's going I don't know if you can see how it's going clockwise. Yeah. And I think everybody watching this knows that I'm not actually spinning it. It's just energy. But the way that I do energy work is I pull with my left hand and I push with my right hand. So I pull any negative energy with my with my left hand, and I always make sure to ground and have my left hand towards the earth so that I'm channeling directly through me, so that I'm not hanging on to anything that I'm pulling out of somebody. And then when I'm channeling into and then I always flick my fingers off after I'm done pulling. And then when I'm pushing the positive energy, I always use my right hand, and I always make sure my left palm is up, so that the positive universal life force energy comes through me first and goes to either the person or the animal that I'm helping. But when I'm doing distance sessions, let me show you all of the goodies. Okay, so remember how I said that I had a picture? Okay, so all of this stuff. There's a picture here, but then I've got a small neutralization ring. Oh, that was a good small neutralization ring over top of that to pull out anything that doesn't need to be there. And then I've got a rose quartz, a rose quartz point, which frees the heart of anger and self-resentment while creating a sense of calmness and inner peace for self-healing. So the person's not only getting my energy and healing intent, it's also the person or animal is also getting the energies of these different crystals, right? And then I have a big Selenite Generator, and it supplies feelings of strength, peace, and calm, provides clarity and elevates the spirit. It helps to access the intuition. Selenite's amazing for that. It's an effective space cleanser. It vibrates at a very high frequency, and it promotes connection and camaraderie. So I always have that one in the middle just to bring everything together. And then I've got this beautiful, amazing Smoky Quartz piece that my husband actually found for me in the mountains in BC. This is also a generator. So it's a smoky quartz generator that dissipates fear. It lifts depression and negativity. It's great for bringing emotional calmness, great for relieving stress and anxiety, promotes positive thoughts and actions, and alleviates suicidal tendencies. So I put that on top of the ring as well. And then I've also got an amazing, I don't know if you can see it, smoky quartz, clear quartz. Clear quartz, I call it a laser wand, and it accelerates communication with inner self and cuts through energetic residue. It's a master healer of all healers and aids in concentration and unlocks memories. What I love most about this one is it stimulates the immune system and brings the body into balance. And it harmonizes the chakras and aligns the subtle energies, subtle energy bodies. So then I put that there. Then I have a triple pyramid, which clears through the energetic, the body, the mind, and the spirit of the energetic and etheric field to also detach anything that doesn't need to be there. So I put that down. And then I've got, you guys are probably, you'll be able to feel this, because this wand is actually a violet wand. Oh, I'm not sure, can you guys see that?
Yep.
That's the violet light. That one works on the deeper emotional and auric field. And then this one here, this one here is an infrared probe. And what infrared light does is it works on bones, teeth, tendons, muscles, cartilage, and joints. So it works more on the physical level. So I can help people with both physical and emotional stuff. I mean, both people and animals, distantly and in person. But this is how I do it distantly, is with those lights. And you can't really. Would you like me to move the camera closer so you guys can see it?
Yeah, if you could, it'd be interesting to see it.
Let's see. Let me get you in there. There you go.
Wow.
Can you see the lights there?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm gonna go shut the light off in this room so you might be able to see it better. I'm sorry.
She's in daylight, everybody. So those of us in the East Coast are at nighttime. So
Yeah, and I mean the laser. So can you see both the lights? Can you see them both flickering?
yep.
Okay, so the frequency that I have it on right now is called the unwind frequency, which is the frequency of the earth. And so the main premise of this laser is to help people to unwind from the stress and dis-ease that they face in life. Because our bodies, if we're stressed out, our bodies are in fight or flight mode. And if our bodies are in fight or flight mode, our adrenal glands are kicked in. And if our adrenal glands are kicked in, our sciatic is tucked up underneath our butt, which causes our hip, our knee, or joint problems, right? So this laser helps to unwind the adrenal glands and your sciatic and your occipital ridge and your thymus gland so that your body can be open for to receive the healing it needs. Does that make sense?
So do you like in this distance? So if like we tried to tune in, would that help us maybe clear something that we've been feeling?
Possibly. I mean, when I'm doing distance sessions on people, I always talk to them beforehand, and I find out what they want me to focus on for them.
Okay.
So that I can make sure and send that healing intent while I'm doing it. Because when I'm working with, I put my, I don't know if you can see my hand.
Yeah.
I put my hands over top of the pyramid as well to move the different energy. So if I'm unwinding, I would do my left hand because then I'm pulling the energy. Now, I don't know if anybody can feel that or not, but I mean, if you like, what I can do is I can just keep it going. I mean, and there's different frequencies that do different things. So, I mean, the top 10 you know, like the top 10 things that I like to focus on with the laser is for pain relief, improved nerve function. It really helps reduce inflammation, faster wound healing. It accelerates tissue repair and cell growth. It improves blood flow. It increases the metabolic activity. It reduces formation of scar tissue. It really enhances immune function. And it can be used as an acupuncture point stimulator. So now, okay, this one beeped. So then I could just change the frequency. I'll wait till the other one. Yeah. That was just the unwind frequency. So I'm going to switch the frequency to quantum, which is of a quantum state. And I mean, I think you guys get that, don't you?
Well, why don't you give it to us in your words too, because some people will be watching this on replay and they'll be
Okay.
interested. So
This one, the quantum one is actually a really good one for relieving any pain that a person has in their body or any tightness that they have in their body, even if they don't know what it is. So depending on what the animal or the person is needing, I mean, I do 20 minutes of unwind, and then if the person's dealing with a lot of physical things, I'll do the quantum, I'll do the pleo, and what pleo does is it detoxifies and puts all the cells back into their proper hexagonal formation, and then relieve and rejuvenate. And then I've got one on there that's miracle and one that's harmonics. So I mean, and these are for 20 minutes. So my distance sessions go anywhere from 2 to 3 hours.
oh wow.
Yeah. They're yeah. So would you guys like me? I mean, I don't know if anybody's sending any messages, if they can feel anything, but
Jennifer from Canada said she could feel it in her. I'm going to look at which arm it is. Left, I think is what she said. My left hand and arm are definitely feeling it.
okay, that's awesome. Like feeling it how? I'm wondering, did she have any injuries there?
Go ahead
Previous
and unmute, Jennifer. You're still muted.
Okay. Yeah, my tennis elbow tendon on my left arm is torn in 2 places.
and you can feel it, eh?
Oh God, yeah.
What are you feeling?
This is really strong, kind of force going through it, but it's not painful. It feels pleasant, but it is very strong.
Yeah.
Like you're tingling like mad.
Well, that's completely normal.
Oh no, it's not unpleasant.
Yeah, the tingling is completely normal. And I mean, I can, you know what I'll do is after the quantum, then I'll switch it to the pleo. And if you could just type in the chat, you know, what you're feeling, that would be cool. I'm wondering if anybody has any questions for me.
Anyone have any questions? I'm absolutely, though we'd love to see you again.
Okay.
Fascinated by how you learned all of this or developed. You know, I know you wrote some really great notes and stuff for us that you were about all the different crystals, but like, how did you learn? I mean, I know pieces about sacred geometry, but all these different. So obviously training with the gentleman who made the machines. By the way, what are they called?
They call when I bought them, they were called quantum wave lasers. They call them scalar lasers now. If anybody wants any more information, please let me know, and I can give you the information that you can get in touch with them. And actually, here's the deal. Just because I'm connected, I'm connected with them pretty good. I can get you a better deal than if you just go directly through them. So if you guys want to know more about these, definitely track me down. Perfect. Jennifer, go to if you guys go to my website, which is daphneshealinghands.com, under my services page, there's a whole bunch of links and videos in regards to what this is. And so, yeah, definitely.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. I mean, they've even had me do some videos for them directly for this company. They've asked me to do, I've done some professional videos for them. So I'm going to switch it. I'm going to switch it now to the pleo vibration.
Are you saying PLEO?
Yes.
Leo, okay.
Yes, because like I said, the Pleo detoxifies and puts all the cells back into their proper hexagonal formation. Would you guys like me to just hold the light up versus, what do you think? Jen, can you type in the, does it feel, can you feel it more when you see it better? I see the messages come up if I'm looking at the screen, so. I'm not, I honestly, I have no idea who is all on this call or not.
Well, that's right.
I-
The person live did say it was the pink light that she felt in her heart chakra that you used early on.
Oh, yeah, well, that's because that's the violet light, and that one does the deeper emotional and auric field. That would be this one here. That's this one here. That's the violet light. So I just knocked the crystal off. So how did I learn? Trial and error 101. Trial and error 101. That's how I learned. I mean, I got to spend lots of time with the man who created the laser, and I took lots of notes, and I did lots of things.
And how did he figure out the lasers, what it made him even start to look at it?
You know what? For him, it was because he used to be a craniosacral therapist. He used to be a craniosacral therapist, and it's all about the rhythm of the body and the flow of the body. And he actually developed these because at one point his father, who's a dentist, said that he had to have a tooth pulled, and the gentleman that created the lasers didn't want to have his tooth pulled, so he created the laser and healed his tooth. Yes, it's I mean, like I said, I've done a lot of extensive work with these and with this company, and on my webpage, daphneshealinghands.com, there's a whole bunch of links on there with different videos that you can watch to learn more about the lasers. But if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me and ask me. And I mean, if you want to contact me, I'm easy to find. If you look on my webpage or on Facebook, or, you know.
And so you have a live practice too. Like I know you just said before we came on that you had a couple clients that you had worked with.
Yeah.
So
okay, so I'll answer Jennifer's question. So honestly, Jennifer, I would recommend, if you're gonna, the most cost-effective way to do it would be to buy the violet laser and the infrared probe, because the infrared probe is the one that heals the bones, teeth, tendons, muscles, cartilage, and joints. And then the violet laser does the deeper emotional and auric field. But yes, I do have a live practice. I went and I treated 2 people. I also have a frequency mat, but it's really big and I can't pull it out in front of the camera to show you. But what I can do is I can plug my lasers in, or the light therapy tools, however you want to call it, plug them into the frequency mat. So the frequency mat has the whole vibration going through it. So a person can lay on the mat and get the unwind frequency through their whole body all at once, which is it's absolutely amazing. I mean, people, when I'm doing sessions on them, many have said they feel like they're floating, like they feel so grounded. They feel so grounded, but they feel like they're floating at the same time. Jennifer, did that feel good? I'm going to switch it to relieve now. The only reason I'm only letting it run for 4 minutes each is so that I can get through as many of the frequencies as I can. Because these lasers have pre-programmed frequencies in them, but they also have custom settings. Sorry, I apologize. When I'm looking away, can you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So the lasers also have a custom setting spot that you can program frequencies into. And I also have 39 pages of Royal Raymond Rife frequencies. I don't know if you know who Rife is.
No.
Raymond Rife. He was a man that was ahead of his time many, many years ago. And he believed that if you had a condition and you met that condition with the same frequency, that it would dissipate and go away. What this machine does is this machine erases the cellular memory of the injury, whatever injury you have. It erases the cellular memory so that the pain goes away. What am I doing right now? Oh, I'm doing relief. Okay, so I'll just show you. And this is the relief frequency with the red, infrared, and violet lights. What does that feel like to you, Kitty?
I'm feeling it in my ankle. I
You
have
have an
a
injured ankle,
old injury. Yeah.
right? But it, like I said, it erases cellular memory of, right? So for going back to, do you want me to keep this here?
Yeah, I'm
I was
enjoying
feeling something in my knee, and I have a knee injury.
There you go.
let's keep this up for a minute and see what people have to say.
Okay. So when I'm doing distance sessions on people, like I said, I get their picture. I get their picture, and can you hear the dog? He's seriously whining. He's outside the door and he's whining. He wants to come in because the dog is actually an energy worker too, and he helps me with sessions. It's pretty funny. But he knows that I've got the lasers on. He's like, I want in the room, because that's actually something else that I do, is I'm an animal communicator. Oh, and my husband just got home, so he's gonna stop whining now, which is good.
Marilyn who's watching said her ankle is tingling, and Sue said, wow, infrared light like being a gentle rainfall.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. This is just the relief frequency. Just wait, we're gonna do a few more. But when I'm doing distance sessions on people, I get their picture, and I get their picture and I put it under the pyramid, and then I send the different frequencies. Oh, he's gonna ask, was he fed? Anyways, it's okay. And I do the different frequencies on their picture. Now, some people like to watch what I'm doing, but I mean, you guys seen what I'm doing. It's pretty boring to watch. It's pretty boring to watch, but people feel this when I'm doing this from around the world. I've helped people in Australia. I've helped people in Europe. Yes, I fed him.
Okay.
Sorry, ladies.
Hey, life is life, you know?
Right? I've helped people in the States. I've helped animals all over the world as well. Like, it fills my heart with such joy that I can do this. And like, going back to your comment about the book and knowing what to do. Trial and error 101. You know what I mean? Okay, so I'm gonna shut this off.
I also call it brave enough to try.
Right? Well, that's just it. Okay, so now I'm gonna do,
You know, that's so important though, because there's so many people who will be watching this who are newly trying to figure out where it is. And it's hard to understand. It's an evolutionary process. It really is. You get led to different things. And I do have a follow-up question. Who somebody down the road would like to make sure you hear more about your experience when you were in the coma, what you remember as a kid too. So,
okay.
but I don't want to derail you. Just we'll put it in there that you want to come back to it.
Okay. I'm gonna do the rejuvenate frequency now. This is a rejuvenate frequency. So yeah, I mean, I mean, there's people that I do distance sessions on that love to watch the whole thing because they feel it. And if that's what somebody wants to do, I mean, I can do that. But like I said, it's pretty boring to watch. And I mean, you don't have to stop what you're doing when I'm working on you. When I'm doing a distance session on an animal or a person, they can be just living their life and doing whatever. Some people feel it really like strongly. So when I do the unwind, they have to stop and sit down because I've unwound them so much. But other people just carry on. I mean, I had a client that I helped a couple of years ago that actually just contacted me the other day to do an in-person session because he'd injured his foot. And he wanted me to take the pain out of his foot. And I did. I mean, but see, this is the thing that I say is, yes, The Rejuvenate definitely feels like a cool.
Yeah, I'm feeling that in my eyes.
Take your glasses off and just close your eyes and breathe. Breathe in the good and breathe out the bad. Blow out the bad. So I helped this gentleman do the session, and he knows that the distance sessions work. So I asked him, I said, so how many distance sessions would you like? He says, I want a package of 10. I said, okay. Because when I do package deals for people on the distance sessions, when a person buys a package of 5, I gift a 6th one for free. And then when a person buys a package of 10, I gift 2 for free. So they actually get 12 sessions for the price of 10, which really works out to a very, very, very good deal. So, but that's on the other side. Are you still feeling it in your eyes, Kitty?
I was tired. It's more like they're clearing.
Well, this is the rejuvenation frequency,
Mm.
which makes
Yeah.
sense. I'm curious, is there anybody else that has any questions for me? Okay, so you want me to answer what question?
Sabrina wanted to know, and she apologized, her phone died. That's why she fell off the thing. She'd like to hear more about your experiences when you were in the coma and when you met the rainbow and how that's come into all what you're doing now.
Okay, well, so I never did finish telling that story. Sorry,
Yeah.
get distracted. I just get excited. I apologize.
You don't need to apologize for excitement. No.
So going back to, you know, how I said we always want to know what we're supposed to do and how we're supposed to do it. I would ask my guides, you know, what am I supposed to be doing? Why am I here? Why did I come back? What's my job? And they would keep telling me, you're not ready yet. And I would get so angry. I would get so angry. And then one day I finally was like, okay, enough is enough. Why am I here? Why did you guys bring me back? What am I supposed to do? And then it was so funny. It was like in my mind's eye, I saw this flashing sign that said love. I said, I'm supposed to love? And they're like, yep. I said, that's it? And they said, yep. You're here to love. You are here to shine your light and love so that you can be the beacon of light for others to do the same. But now back the trolley up again. Because when I was on the other side, see, I've written all this stuff in my book that's going to be released in December. It's coming out in December. It's called You Do You. And just talks about my experiences in life. But the best way I can explain it is if I could get everybody to just close their eyes, take a deep breath in and out, and picture a clawfoot bathtub. You know, one of those old ceramic clawfoot bathtubs, sitting in that clawfoot bathtub with your knees kind of bent up a little bit and having a rainbow come down over your head and flow through your whole body and just flow and just love and just bliss. And the best way I can describe it is, like, you know how when you see computer programming, like the DNA numbers of everything going down, it was like that. So take a deep breath in and hold it for a minute at the top and then blow it out. And that's what it was. I mean, honestly, there's really no English words that I can use to express what it was like. But here's the kicker. All of that is inside of all of us right now. We don't have to be on the other side, because you know what? The other side exists within all of us right here, right now. That's a mic drop moment. Okay, I'm gonna do soothe.
Soothe? Okay.
Soothe. Yes, like soothing a baby. So did that description, this is soothe.
Oh, I feel that, I feel a kind of cold, but it's warm at the same time, kind of wrap around. Wow.
Oh, just wait. There's more. But did I answer your question, my dear?
Sabrina, she'll let me know.
Okay. There you go. Yeah. Well, this is the soothing vibration. So yeah, I mean, this company has the lasers, they've got the frequency mats, they've got a lot of different things. So yeah, if you want more information, please just go to my website and there's different links on there that will link you to the stuff. And if and when you want to purchase something, like I said, please do let me know, because I can get you a better deal. I'm just saying. Because I've got the direct contact to the Canadian person up here. And she's a friend of mine. So
Thank you. We had an intuition of the soul. Appreciate that. Sabrina said, yes, thanks. Sue Senden had a question that said, could it heal bone loss in the jaw and teeth?
yes, that's why it was created.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, okay, so I can't claim or guarantee that it's going to do anything, but I can tell you what I've experienced and the different things that I have done. I mean, I don't know if any of the viewers work with horses and know what founder is in horses. Well, you know, founder's never supposed to heal. Well, I was actually invited to go out to a lady's house whose horse was foundered. It was a 20-year-old horse that had foundered. And I helped the horse to be able to walk again without pain.
Wow.
So, I mean, like I said, the company can't claim that it does anything, but I know what it does.
Well, you know, I mean, sound, light, we all know it has many healing properties. We know that. There's a reason why once we find out about rocks,
Yeah.
we carry them around with us.
Right? And if you don't have pockets, you tuck them in your bra. That's just how it is.
Now, do you sometimes design your jewelry to go with like someone you're working with in healing?
Yeah. I mean, I prefer to create custom pieces. I do have an online store of current stock that I have right now as well. But yes, I prefer to find out what people are dealing with in their lives and custom make things tailored to them and their needs. Isn't that interesting how it got really bright and then it's not so bright anymore?
Mm-hmm. Does that mean we've been soothed? Like there's not as much to take down?
I don't know. Maybe
Well,
it's just the way the light is setting. I don't know. It was interesting.
yeah, because it almost had occluded your face when you first started it.
Right? Like, oh wait, but if I back it up,
But still not like it was.
no, it's not. That's what I mean. It's really interesting. But yes, I have created many pieces of custom healing jewelry for people.
I'm going to tell you astrologically in the next 3 weeks, the amount of light that's going to be coming in from the atmosphere is going to be amazingly multiplied. So that'll be interesting for you with your tools to see what happens for people.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. And then we're going to do miracle, because miracle's really fun.
Miracle. Should we think of a miracle we'd like to see? Or does it kind of bring it to you the way it is?
Well, I mean, I love it when people are like, what does miracle do? I'm like, whatever you needed to do, because your miracle is different than my miracle. So, you know, I mean, to heal that knee injury that's been bugging you for the last 30 years is a miracle, right?
Mhm.
Like my mom, who used to play competitive darts for many years, she had no cartilage in her shoulder. She borrowed my laser with the infrared probe. She's no longer on the list for surgery for her shoulder. She used to have sinusitis really bad. She would put the infrared probe on her third eye. She had to go get a new prescription of glasses because her eyes improved.
Yep.
And I can't turn on my other lid because These ones are dead now. Let me plug them in. Oh, wait, maybe I can. Hang on. Oh, I can't too.
When we're done with this, please send me the links, and I'll make sure when I repost this that they're with the links, and so people can get a hold of. Wow.
That's miracle. That's a miracle vibration. So I'd love to know what other people are feeling.
All right. Robin, you feeling anything?
You know what I should do is I should go like this. Because this one has better light than this one.
Nice and relaxed and uplifting.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Nice and relaxed and uplifted. And I've also been collecting magnets my whole life.
Yeah.
Never knew why.
Now you have an idea.
See, and because this one here is an older laser, and this one here is a newer laser. They've got different light in them. Isn't that interesting?
Mm-hmm.
We'll take that one away from there. Because this one's powerful. I would really love to know what everyone's experiencing.
I'm definitely feeling a pull like across the third eye through the back of the head.
Yeah.
And I was really tired, and now I'm not.
That's good. That's good. And I didn't even give you guys any energy. I didn't pump you up with any energy yet. How many, to answer your question, Jennifer, these devices, there's two. There's one with red, infrared, and violet light, and then the other one just has the violet light. So I like to most cost-effective way, like I said before, to get, because see these probes that we've got, those probes that I showed you earlier? Hang on. These probes, this is the violet probe, then there's the infrared probe. There's also a red probe that you can buy to plug into the lasers as well. So there's red, infrared, and violet light that you can plug into the lasers. I mean, when I first got my laser a decade ago, I got one gray laser, and I got the 3 probe. I didn't get the 3 probes right away because I didn't realize their benefit. But now that I've been with the company so long, I mean, and they've got such good deals now, comparatively speaking to what there used to be. You know, it was a lot more expensive way back when, but.
Sabrina said that she feels more relaxed and lots of forehead and eyes pulling feeling as well, which is what I was feeling. Marilyn says her face is pulsating. Sue said, also like me, I feel too like the third eye, saw black flecks of crap fall away, tingling of the scalp like a hair massage, totally cool. Perfect. So what's the difference that the probe can do versus the light?
Well, the probe, okay, so this has got 5 milliwatts of the red, infrared, and violet light. And then the probes have like 100 milliwatts. So it's for more targeted areas. Targeted areas. So now we're going to do the harmonics. You're going to love this one. I see you smiling already. What does harmonics do? You tell me, what does harmonics do?
Well, I go right to harmonic conversions and visiting of people from other galaxies. And of course, I got my galaxy people here right now who show up for our spirit communication, and we often get galaxy. So
this is the harmonics.
So what do you say harmonics do?
Brings everything into harmony. brings everything into harmony. I mean, and there's other frequencies that are programmed in, like there's a unity, there's a wave, there's a cohere, like, and here's the other thing. If and when somebody wants to purchase a laser, I have a binder of information that I have put together because the 2 years of training that I did with the creator of the laser. So if there's somebody that would like to purchase a laser, then I will promise you that I will get you that document, get you those documents and work with you so that you can learn how to use your laser as well. Just because nobody told me, like, look at this one. Wow.
Wow.
It's just-
Wow, look at that.
Isn't that awesome? You want me to show you some other? I don't know what we're at for time right now, but
Well, we only got about 6 minutes, unfortunately.
okay.
So
So
this-
I'm
but-
wondering, does anybody have any other questions for me? You're like, okay, glasses back on.
I love that one.
Yeah, it makes me feel good always. And this is usually where I close it. Oh, and this is something else I wanted to let you guys know. If and when somebody would like to purchase, if somebody watches this and they want to purchase a package of the distance healing sessions, I will give them a 15% discount just because.
Oh, hey, thank you for Intuition of Soul will love that.
Just, but let me know that you saw it on the Intuition of the Soul because,
We'll put that out. Sabrina wanted to know what the price ranges were.
well, I mean, this is the thing. If you buy the laser just by itself, it's like 31 to 3,500 American. But like I said, but they have different deals going now. And I was able to get a really good deal for a friend of mine who got a mat, a laser, and a probe for like way cheaper than that even. So,
Oh, cool.
and I mean, this company, you can do financing through the company too if you want, I'm saying. But yeah, I mean, I would say for a laser and a probe, it's probably going to cut close to be around $3,000 American. But I mean, that's saving. I mean, even when you get the deal of buying the two together, you're saving over thousands of dollars. So,
Well, and with your promise to help people learn how to use it, that's huge. That's huge.
I mean, I have no problems doing that. I mean, there's ways we can connect via online. We're doing it right now, right? Like, where are you right now?
Me?
Yeah,
I'm in Maine right
yeah.
now. I live
and
in Florida. Yeah.
And I'm in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and she's up in Alaska. And I mean, we
In
can connect.
Ontario area, right, Jennifer? Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, we can connect.
And,
You know?
and we've got people from New York, we've got people from Ohio watching, we've got people from Iowa. So yeah, and we have people who watch from Egypt and the Netherlands and all over. So
And I mean, the people from the States that want to get the stuff through me, I'm in Canada, so that's even better deal for you.
so that's fascinating. This is very fascinating.
Thank you.
And I will definitely, when we type this up, list to about your generous offers. Again, what's the name of your book that's coming out this fall, and where can people find it?
It's gonna be called You Do You, and it's gonna be on Amazon.
It's going to be on Amazon. Okay.
Yeah, because I don't want to have to worry about getting like 5,000 copies printed up and then shipping them out. I just want Amazon to take care of that for me. So
So anyone else have any final questions? Sabrina says, very cool, Daphne. People
Thank
are enjoying. I'm feeling like, first of all, once again, a shout out to Amy. We miss you.
yeah,
Recover soon, honey. But maybe after you watch this tomorrow, you'll be feeling a whole lot better, and sending that out. And so, anybody have any final words or questions? This is absolutely see, this is why we talked for an hour and 10 minutes. And I love the idea of I'm an earring girl, so I'll be contacting you about
Well, I
know.
don't typically make earrings anymore, but if the
Oh,
but custom order, I can make it happen. I'm just saying.
'cause that's the one I wear. I do wear some bracelets, but that's the one that I'm kind of known for, whatever I hang from my ears. So
I know.
today,
And so yeah, anybody want, oh, those are gorgeous.
these are they're a topaz, they're rainbow topaz.
Beautiful. That's gorgeous. I want to let anybody know that they can please feel free to track me down on Facebook. My name is Daphne McDonough, spelled Daphne, and then last name is McDonagh. Please feel free to send me a friend request. It's really that easy. Check out my Daphne's Healing Hands page on
It's
Facebook.
actually it's actually posted on this link today, but we'll make sure we repost it so that you can send and contact her via there. I love the fact that you've got videos for us to watch about these. Love
Yeah.
to explore that kind of.
On that page, I mean, I've got lots of pictures on my webpage. I've got lots of videos. There's a link to my online store for my current crystal creations. But if there's something that sparks your interest, but you'd like me to do something different, reach out. I love to create.
Do you make pendants?
Yes, I
I mean,
can.
yeah, yeah.
Pendulums? Typically no, but I mean, I made this one because this selenite stone was gifted to me by where I gotta go there. The selenite stone was gifted to me. There's a guy that runs a rock and gem shop here in Edmonton, and it was so cute because I was in there one day and I was looking around, and he comes over to me. He says, "You help lots of people, don't you?" I said, "Yeah." He says, take this crystal. You need this. You need to use this when you help people." And I just happened to have this from another pendant, so I put it together and I made a pendulum out of it.
Okay, so you can be talked into custom things then.
You know what? I've made brow bands for horses. I've made dog collars for dogs. I've made collars for cats. So if you have an idea, yes, talk to me. We can make it happen.
So people are saying thank you. Yolanda says thank you. So many people. Thank you so much, Daphne, from Intuition of the Soul. And we will be in touch because I think we'll be maybe even talk about doing a longer class or something with having people come on board. But thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
I am grateful. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me.
All right. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.